Hi, my name is Joshua Bratter. I'm the founder of Bratter, PA. We're an immigration law firm, and we've been doing this for 25 years in the era of special ability visas, investor visas, high net worth individuals, and multinational corporations. Our area of focus has been representation of individuals with special abilities. With offices in Miami Beach and West Palm Beach, sitting at the intersection of the changing world that we live in, Miami emerging as the tech capital of the world, Palm Beach anointed recently as Wall Street South, we believe that we're in a unique time to tell very, very fluid stories about the changing world of immigration, the people we've worked with, the experiences we've had, and some unique strategies and insights. Areas that we've worked in, of which of particular unique interest would be arts, entertainment, science, IT entrepreneurship, and athletics. Living in Miami, living in Palm Beach, these are events and activities that we see all year round and are becoming a magnet for the world at large. We thank you for this opportunity to be able to share these stories, and we look forward to joining you week by week in the changing field of immigration law, as innovation changes the field, as new strategies change the field, and as new stories emerge to shape the way in which we look at immigrants. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Today, we'll be talking about areas of petitioner relationships as it relates to board structures. The O1 visa is an extraordinary ability visa, and it is an extraordinary visa for how unique it is. It's for people who have the best and the brightest talents in their fields, whether it be in athletics, entertainment and arts, science, business, or education. Our office has been privileged to work with people, the best and the brightest in all these fields. We're going to share these stories with you. We're going to share some insights, and we're going to pull back the curtain and tell you a little bit about how to navigate this very unique field of law. Today, I'm very pleased to share with you Senior Counsel Robert Hagier. Robert Hagier will be speaking about the O1A structure as it relates to board petitioners for early stage entrepreneurs in the IT sector. Robert has been with our firm for 6 years and directs this division within our West Palm Beach office. Robert, it's great to have you here.
Hey, thanks, Josh. So, the O visa. The O visa is for aliens of extraordinary ability, meaning those that are the very best in their respective fields. And it's our immigration policy here in the US to allow this best and brightest into the US so that we can further our global standing as a knowledge leader. Now, since the turn of the century, the focus has really been on startup founders in the field of immigration. And here at Bratter, PA, we've been at the forefront of this movement. We've helped startup founders, investors, accelerators, and their teams acquire O visas and temporary employment in the US. You know, we've partnered with Emerge Americas. We've served as of counsel to the Parallel 18 incubator. We work closely with IndieBio. It's also been an honor to represent some of the fintech luminaries that are currently capturing headlines worldwide. Overall, our startup clients have gone on to impact a huge range of fields. I'm talking blockchain technology, cryptocurrency, AI, including machine learning, advanced cancer treatments, targeted cancer treatments, ag tech, and even climate preservation. We've spent years immersed in the life cycle of these startups from beginning to end. That means from incubation all the way through IPO or acquisition. And this includes the issuance of visas for their supporting personnel and all the dependents. Now, let's take a step back. Let's take a closer look. When their innovations generate global attention, many of these founders then, they have the desire to come to the US. Now why? Well, we're the center of technology leadership in the whole world, and we're also the home of private equity investment. So they want to come here and establish a hub. Now the problem is that the O visa, it's an employment visa, and therefore it requires a job offer from an employer. So how does a startup founder who has started their own company abroad comply with these requirements? Well, they have to establish a US-based company, whether through traditional incorporation or LLC. And once they establish this legal entity, the founder must appoint a board of directors or a board of investors that's usually made up of themselves, their co-founders, and their major investors. So a substantial portion of this board should be comprised of US-based members and include the aforementioned equity investors. This board then makes a formal job offer to the startup founder, and it's usually a C-level executive position like CEO or CTO. Now, it's important that the board has full control over all of the employment terms. Here at Bratter, PA, we can help you with that. So once an offer has been made, now you have to establish a physical presence with your US-based entity. Now, I know working from home has become the big thing in the past couple of years, but USCIS, that's the government's immigration agency, they still require a non-residential U.S. address for your entity's principal place of business. So your headquarters, it can't be in your future American residence, but there are several cost-effective measures that we can suggest to you about where you can establish your principal location or headquarters. So once this headquarters location has been established, it's important to register this legal entity in that state if it's different than the state you incorporated in. Now you might be asking, what? So many founders, they're going to choose to incorporate in Delaware through a registered agent, but then establish their physical presence in a Silicon Valley, a Miami, or a Boston. I'm going to take a second to talk about Miami here because they are undergoing a technology renaissance. They've established themselves as the next hub for cryptocurrency, blockchain, tech startups, and VCs. A lot of founders are moving there to take advantage of this booming ecosystem. So, if you do choose to incorporate in Delaware, but your company is physically based elsewhere, you have to take this Delaware entity and register it in the state where you're headquartered. This process, they call it foreign qualification. And now, it could have tax implications on your entity, so you're going to want to consult with a tax professional on this matter before proceeding any further. But once that's done and these steps have been taken, you're all set. Now you have a US-based entity that can employ you as an individual of extraordinary ability. If you need more information on what next steps are for how to proceed with an O visa, please contact us here at Bratter, PA. We look forward to hearing from you. Josh, thank you. It was a great opportunity to share a little bit about the O visa board structure and how it applies to startup founders. I appreciate the opportunity.
Traditionally, immigration is thought of as a very narrow field, with categories becoming more and more elusive. The O category presents a year-round, non-cap subject category for those individuals who represent the future of this country, those with ideas, innovation, and dreams for the future. We hope that this session on the O1 visa has given you some ideas and broadened your understanding of how a petitioner structure works and how an early-stage company can begin to, number one, develop their presence in the United States, and in the long term bring personnel, staff, and launch their innovation here through the O1 structure. Thank you, Robert, for this opportunity. Thank you for sharing these insights, and we look forward to working with you in future O cases.